Hey guys, it's Jason with the Boardgame Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a little game from Keymaster Games called Caper. Caper is a 2 to 4 player game. We'll go into that a little more in the final thoughts of thievery and collecting stolen goods and trying to outwit your opponent to score these locations that are out on the board. You're going to do that through a card drafting mechanism where each player is going to play a card. You're going to pass your hands. Then you're going to play cards of the other person's hand and so on and so forth until you get down to 2 cards. You'll play one, discard the other one. It's going to take place over 6 rounds. The game takes about 40 minutes. So let's go out of the table, see how it plays. So here we have Caper set up for a 2-player game. As you can see, there are 2 decks of cards, which I'll explain in a bit. There's Thieves and Gear. There are 3 locations that are out. There's some coins. Each player is going to get a reference card. It's going to look like this, which I'll go into in a few minutes as well. And there's a round tracker, which I'll show you right here. And each spot is marked by this little caper looking guy, which is a pretty cool little bit. Alright, so then we're going to get started. So the way the game works is it's a card drafting game. And each player is going to take turns going first. So the way we have it set up here, the white player, which is this player, is going to be first on the white rounds, and the green player is going to be first on the green rounds. So what you do is you get 4 cards dealt to you. You get the cards dealt to you on the side there. And you're going to play 3 and discard 1 in this case. In this round it'll be 5, discard 1. In this round it'll be 2, discard 1, so on and so forth. Once each player plays a card, we're going to swap hands, so 7 Wonder style. And then we're going to keep playing until locations are full. So the way the game plays is each location can have a maximum of 3 thieves. That's what's on here. Each thief can have a maximum of 3 pieces of gear. And once a thief gets 3 gear, it gets a caper. Whoever has the most capers on each side of the location is going to win the location and score the points and any associated bonus that comes with it. Alright, so I'm going to play through a round, then I'm going to fast forward to the end game so we can see what happens when everything's laid out and the scoring. Alright, so this player is white. They are going to play this thief card, which I'll show you a little bit about these. So the way the thief cards work is they're going to have a money amount, which is right there, which means when you play the thief, you're going to get that much money. Then they're going to have a special ability, which is right there. So in this case, every purple card that the white player plays on this location on their side, they're going to get a point. So they're going to go ahead and play this. They can play it at any of the locations, and they're just going to pick this one. So then they'll put their cards down, and then it'll be my turn. I'm going to go ahead and play this one. This is the Illusionist. He's going to give me $1. Oh, I forgot to give the other player money. I'll do that. He's going to give me $1, and when I play it, I get to flip another player's thief, so they no longer have the ability. So I'm going to play that here. This thief will get flipped over. He can still have gear. He just won't score his ability. And then he would get 2 coins for playing that guy, and I would get 1. Coins are just little wooden chips. Alright, so then we're going to swap hands. And then I'm going to go ahead and just play through the rest of the round real quickly, and then we'll go into the next phase of the round. So let's say I play this one, and I'll play this one, and I'll get another coin. Then the last card you have in your hand is going to get discarded. And then they're going to play this one. They get 3 coins. And they will play this one. Then they'll discard this one. Alright, so then the round tracker moves down. We're on the green phase, and that means I'll be first. So we're trying to get 6 cards from this phase, from this deck. And now I have 6. Alright, now I get to go first. Let me show you what these cards look like. So these cards all have a cost, which is up in the top left corner. So it cost me 2 coins to play this card. And this card is going to count as a stolen good at the end of the game, which I'll go into a little bit once we get to in-game scoring, because as of right now, it's not going to mean anything. There are blue cards that are going to just give you points at the end of the game based on the situation up at the top. There are yellow cards that are pretty much going to do something with money. And there are purple cards which are going to affect capers. So this is just strictly a caper, didn't cost any money. It's going to help me win inside of a location. So on my turn, I really want to get some capers up in this piece. So I'm going to put a caper, a purple piece of gear on this guy, so I now have a caper. I'm in the lead here. Then it'll be this player's turn. They want to get into the stolen goods game, so they will play this stolen good. Well, let me show it to you before I play it, I guess. So they'll play this card. It's going to cost them 2 coins, and then they're going to have that stolen good at the end of the game. So they're going to put that there. They'll pay their coin, and then we swap hands. So now I'll go ahead and play through the rest of these hands, just randomly. This card, and then they will play another stolen good. Nope, not that one. Another stolen good. Another stolen good. An extra point. And they'll take $2, so they'll discard this guy. Alright, so that's the end of what a round would look like. So we're going to do that 2 more times with a thief phase, a gear phase, another thief phase, another gear phase, then we'll do scoring. So I'm going to go ahead and just set it up for the end game here, and then I'll come back and we'll talk about scoring. Alright, so this is what caper would look like at the end. You can see that we each have locations filled with thieves. It just happens to be 2 in each. They can go up to 3, but this is just for the sake of table space. This is how we rolled. And we each have gears. So now we're going to take a look at the scoring book, if I can find it. Oh, right here. It has a little scoring book. It's going to break down the stages of scoring. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to score locations. So we'll see who has the most capers. So on this side, this player has 2 plus 1 for every red card I have on my side. So they have 3. So they have 3. This player has 1 for each set of 3. 1, 2, 3. So they have 1 caper, 2, 3, 4 capers. So this player would win over there. You just turn it in their direction, so you know that they scored it. And over here we have caper for each thief. So I have 2 plus they each have 1, so that's 4, 5. And I have 5 capers over here, so I win here. And over here we have 1, 2, 3 for this side. I'm going to mark it with coins. 3 on this side. And then 5 on this side. So again, I win this one. Okay, so now that we sorted that out, now we can score it. So I would get 5 points here, 4 points there, 5 points there. So now I have 13 points, I think, 9, 14 points. So then we'll move on. They each have a special ability, which I'll go into later. Next, we're going to do any thief bonuses that we have. So this one gets a point for each red card on that side. There aren't any. And this one gets a point for each blue card I have. 1, 2, 3. And this one gets a point for each green card. So they get 5 points for that. So they would get 5 points. Next, we will score up the gear. Let's just say there's a lot of points there. I'm not going to go into that. And then finally, we will do stolen goods. Stolen goods work like this. I'll show you the card. So stolen goods are a set collection feature. So you're trying to get 1, 2, or 3 different ones. So if you can see here, if you get 1, it's worth 1 point, 2 is worth 3 points, and 3 different ones is worth 7 points. That's a pile of points. So you want to definitely try to get 3 different ones if possible. So some of these locations have some stolen goods. I'm not going to add that up. Just know that both sides are probably going to get a pile of points there. So this is what caper looks like, 2 players. If there's a tie at the end, whoever has the most coins is the winner. And that's it. So let's go up the top, see what we think about it. So that was Caper. Caper is a phenomenal game. My wife and I played this at Origins and we were just blown away. I mean, everything about this game is stunning. The artwork is beautiful. The theme is interesting. The 2-player card drafting mechanism is incredible. Not many games have pulled off the 2-player card drafting that well, and this game really does it. The different locations are beautiful. There's even like some different variants where there's 3 different locations of cards, which I didn't mention in the run through. So there's Paris, Rome, and London. And each game you're going to pick one of those locations and take the other 2 out of the game. So it's going to give you a little bit of variety. It also comes with this amazing book, which I didn't show either, but this is the Caper catalog. And essentially what it does, it breaks down every single symbol in the game. So you can take a look at every single card, every single symbol, Every thief is in there. It's amazing. The only beef is there's only one, and you need 2 for the 2 players. But that's a small complaint. The coins are fantastic. The player boards, which I also didn't show, are 2-sided. So I played with the pink side, which gives little factoids about rules of the game. But there's also this really beautiful just black side. It's upside down. Black side showing just the name of the game, in case you don't need refresher on the rules. And this little guy is amazing. The turn order tracker is amazing. Component wise, this is a beautiful game. There's not really much more I can say about this. This is going to get a 5 rating from me, just from beauty and ease of play. And I highly, highly recommend that if you can find this game, pick it up. It's amazing. I did say I would touch on the 4-player and 3-player thing. There are some variant cards in the rules. There's like these little cards showing how to set it up for a 3 or 4-player game. I didn't even do that. I don't know if you should do that. I would probably only play it as 2 players because it's amazing. I think 3 or 4 players is just going to bog down some of the elegance of the game and really just kind of maybe trip over itself. But if you really want to play at 3, there's rules in there. If you want to play at 4, there's rules in there. It's just up to you to figure that out because I didn't do it and I don't think I would do it. But yeah, BGM accepted big time. This may, in a few years, if it's still amazing to me, it may be Hall of Fame worthy. But as of right now, it's just BGM accepted. And I highly recommend you check out this game. That is Caper by Keymaster Games. Thanks. See ya.